Hi everyone, here is a quick review of some Desmos calculator features. So remember, you can just type in desmos.com/calculator. Um, some important settings you might want to keep in mind. So if you click the little settings tool button over here, um, you can toggle to have arrows on your grid. You can take away the grid spaces. You'll probably want to keep those on though. You can toggle the amount of your graph that is shown, so you can manually input that or it'll change as you zoom it. For geometry teachers or any of our IB teachers that are using degrees versus radians, make sure your students know where to change this here. Otherwise, they're going to be getting a lot of funky answers. So once they click degrees, same as our TI calculators, it will stay on that setting. But if they X out of the window and go back to Desmos another time, it's going to default back to radians. So make sure they choose degrees. Your zoom buttons are right here, so you can zoom in, you can zoom out. Note how the numbers on the axes do change as you zoom in and out. This home button pops up because it'll always take you back to the default zoom. So just some basic functions. Hopefully your students have been using this some, but it's pretty intuitive that Desmos will figure out what you're doing. So if you want to graph a point, as long as you type those parentheses in, it'll pop that point up, and then if you click on it, you can see the coordinates. If you just type an equation, no matter what form it's in, it'll graph the line or the function depending what function you type in, and you'll be able to find the intercepts or the intersections if you have multiple functions. So this is helpful for students if they need to use this to check their algebra. So if they solved an equation and they wanted to check the answer, they could just quickly graph it and see what the intercept is. If you're using things like pi, you can just type the letters pi, and it automatically changes it to the pi symbol, as you'll see. Same thing if you're using functions like sine, cosine, or tangent. It changes from italics to non-italics when it recognizes the function. And it's pretty intelligent in terms of fractions or anything. Say I want to put this whole expression over another expression. It's going to recognize all of them. I could type another expression under here, and you're going to see some crazy functions popping up. Just use those arrows to toggle between the pieces of it. So if you're multiplying by a different expression, you would toggle up rather than being in the numerator or denominator. So luckily, Desmos is pretty intuitive with what you're using. There are a lot of tutorial videos you can watch on their website. If your students don't like just typing into it like I was, this little keyboard button down here, you can click that and it'll pop up the keyboard. So students who are more comfortable typing like they do on a calculator can just type that here, and you'll see the answers pop up for any numeric computations just down in the corner. This tool here is also helpful for any exponents you might need or inequality symbols or the radical. Again, note you can type the word like rad. Oh wait, you can't do that. Never. I think it's square root. Yeah, so if you type SQRT, it automatically changes it. But again, some students aren't familiar with all those shortcuts, so just encourage them to toggle this up and click the square root. I would say the same goes for exponents. You can use Shift 6 to toggle it up, but for some students that is difficult to remember, so they could just use this button and type 4 and then click the little button, and it's going to square that for them. So hopefully these basic reminders will help you and your students be successful with Desmos. Thanks, everybody.